Hello and welcome back. Little late night deck profile here. Thought I had to get this out here. Lim last weekend, absolute menace. Got top 3 at the OP13 warm-up. Shout out to Eggman Events for the coverage here. But when I saw this, I knew I had to deep dive and take a look at it. Half Imu, to no surprise for OP13, anyone following. Imu, Ace, Zoro, we have our triangle. But sneaking right in there, we have Lim. Lim is crazy. I had it built when it came out, and I believe that was OP9. And here we are with one Lim deck. Want to take a look at the profile, the list, run it a little bit, see if we can get out of just this triangle meta for OP13. So let's take a look at that deck. So looking here, ignore all the ads. Get rid of a couple of these, clear it up a little bit. This is the exact list I'll be using for the deck profile. Down here, I think we have the name. We have Larry1334. Shout out to him for getting top 3 here with a Lim. In my brief testing in the prior, Lim is aggro, can go kind of wide, which gives Zoro, old Zoro builds a little bit of an issue, and Imu especially in early game. And I'm intrigued to see how it fares out today. We're going to be going live in the games today, so no voiceovers. We're going to see how this truly feels. All right, so let's get rid of that and into the deck profile. We have Lim, the leader, for anyone who doesn't know. Your character's interplay is rested. Not great, definitely not great, but made up for in the other part of the leader ability. Activate main once per turn. You may rest 3 of your Dawn. Set up to 1 of your Dawn from your Dawn deck is rested. Then play a cost 5 or lower Odyssey type character from your hand. So you're able to play aggression pretty early. You're able to get these 5 drops and what you normally run out earlier, while also ramping, which is really good to get to your top end sooner than Imu and Ace, who both don't have the ability to ramp. So Lim, our 1-drop, you're always trying to see this in your opening hand. This is your board protection. If this character would be removed from the board, you may instead rest 1 of your Odyssey characters. Good in itself. You may set up to 1 of your Odyssey type characters active at the end of your turn. That doesn't have to be this Lim, that can be anyone. So that's your 5-drop Sabos, that's your Dovies, he'll set himself, but Enel. And it just keeps your board safer early game. Because the problem with Lim has always been like in OP09 and stuff entering rested, your opponent, if they know how to play it, are just going to starve you. Like, they are just going to starve you the entire game. They're going to swing into your bodies. They're going to look at your 5-6 and be like, oh, I'll just swing 8 and do it. I'm rip 2 cards in your hand. So now you're out 3 cards out of hand early. You're only a 4-life leader. You're not getting a ton of resources. You don't have a ton of searching. But with this new Lim that came out in OP10, now you can restand some things and have a little bit more fun with the deck. Big buff. Your 2 cost 2k Nami. 2k counter. Beautiful. Need to run your 2Ks. If you have 2 or more rested Odyssey type characters, which you normally do because you're swinging with them or they're coming in rested, you get to rest 1 of your opponent's Dawn. It won't become active during the refresh phase. You don't rest it, it just won't become active, which is super good going into Ace. So specifically him going into his 8 Dawn turn, he's going to be wanting to play the Whitebeard event. That Whitebeard event now can't be played because you restricted him to 7 Dawn, and that's just not a Dawn number Ace really likes to see. They really don't want to see 7. They're going to be playing into another Yamato or another Marco or something a little more awkward, and that just puts them off their curve. And now you can be more aggressive because they don't have that blocker beard or that big body to threaten your board. Moving into the next, we have 3-5 Lim. This is your primary searcher. You're going to look at the top 5 cards of your deck on play. Anything but Lim added to your hand. The only thing you can't grab is these 2 Lims and some of your top end and things like that. If you have 3 or more rested characters in place that this character is active, does happen. You're going to be trying to swarm the board in this current meta, so getting Lim to restand as active is just really good. So specifically, like, you'll restand her as your 3rd rested. He says if you have 2 or more rested, so you'll restand your Dofi and then use her to set your last thing as active. So you're just restanding your whole board so they can't starve you. They're forced to go into life and you're just holding the aggression the whole game. And conditionally, like, it's very nice that all these bodies for the most part are 6Ks. So you're going to see the Sabo 5-6, Dofi 5-6, Enel 5-6, 5-6. And with the 6K leaders running around in blue, purple, in Sabo, in Ace, like, that's super powerful. So Sabo, he's your main draw engine, which you will need cards. So he's very good to get down early. If you have 3 or more rested characters in play, draw 1 card. Awesome. You stack them, swing with both, draw 2 cards every turn, plus your initial draw 3 cards. Keeps your hand healthy, protects some of your bodies that don't get restood. Dofi, blocker. This is, I believe, your only blocker in the list that who's running. Yes. And 5/6, counter. If you have 2 or more rested cards at the end of the turn, send them as active. Beautiful. Swinging them, set your blockers active. We've seen with Katakuri, that's just super powerful. Restanding a blocker after swinging. 5/5 ace, 2k. You need them. If you have 2 or more rested characters, if you have 2 or more rested characters in play, rest up to one of your opponent's cost 5 or lower characters. It's kind of like a bad Usohachi, but if you have your leader ability online, keep in mind you can play that for 3 and ramp. So depending if it's a really annoying body, you might want to just swing into it early. He can be good situationally. And then a Nell. If you have 2 or more rested characters, draw 3, discard 2. Super needed for cycling into your big bodies, because as I said, these are unsearchable. But a Nell with that cycle can get you into those. Mihawk. If you have 2 or more rested characters, set up to one of your cost 5 or lower rested characters is active. Super good synergy with our boy Shanks. So a weird thing with Shanks, I'll jump over here for a second. His on play is set all your Dawn cards as active, then you cannot play cards from your hand during this turn. I'm 90% sure, because you can do it, and I've seen other videos on this deck, you can still use your leader ability. So you play all 10 Dawn for your Shanks, you're going to rest 3 of your Dawn, and then you're going to play a 5-cost Odyssey. So say you do that, you put all your Dawn on, say, Sabo or something like that, and you're swinging massive. You can then still use Lim's ability to play out this Mihawk to restand that massive swing and go again. Which hopefully in these games I'll be able to utilize a couple times and show you the synergies with that. But it's the only deck I'm pretty sure that can actually still get around the rule of playing cards from your hand after the ability goes off. So yeah, moving into Sanji, broken card. 5/7, it's vanilla statted, no counter, but vanilla statted. Set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active on play. Beautiful. So it's a 3/7, we love it. And then end of turn, if your leader has the Film or Straw Hat type crew, set up to one of your Dawn cards as active. So you can set one up at the end of the turn, which is good for DMG and things like that, in case people are getting a little too aggressive early. But definitely a good card. Very good card. And the ideal curve is you go first with Lim. On 3, you're going to use your leader ability, play one of your bodies, and ramp. Like your leader ability says, you're at 4. On your 3rd turn, you're going to 6 Dawn. You play him. You still have 3 active. You can then still use her leader ability and play something else. You're just swarming board like crazy. And it's, in theory, should be really good into this meta. Now, like I said, I have not tested it. This is all theory, but obviously you've seen the performance. We saw it get 3rd place, so I'm intrigued to test it. 9-cost Zoro. This was the entire Lim deck prior to all this new support. It's ramp to Zoro. That was the meme of the deck. Ramp to Zoro. And you can go first. You can triple ramp, like I just said, or double ramp? Yeah, you could be going to 7, but instead you're going to 9. And you're able to play him on curve. So ideally you get 3 bodies down, play Zoro on curve, protect him, do anything you can to protect him. And then the next turn you play the Shanks, restand all 10 Dawn. You can even put him on Zoro and swing theoretically 3 16s. Absolutely diabolical. And yeah, like I said with him, restand all your Dawn on play, 10-12 vanilla statted. I don't know why this card was printed, but I don't know. Hasn't seemed too overpowered in the meta yet. Usohachi, generic purple card, really good, 2k. If you have 8 or more Dawn, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 5 or less. Just best purple 2k, I think, inherently. And then Dead Man's Game. This is used in Zoro and pretty much most green decks at this point. It's like Hody Jones in an event, which allows you to rest 3 of your Dawn plus the initial one, so 4 total. Rest up to a total of 2 of your opponent's characters or Dawn. So if they have 1 Dawn active, say Blue Purple Luffy specifically, wants to leave one up for that Gum Gum Giant, and they have a Nami blocker, play this DMG, rest both that event and the Nami, and go for a game. It's a going for game card normally. It's not anything crazy unless you're using it for the counter. in case someone is being aggressive against you and you need to use that plus 3k. It's good. It's double used. These new events, I like what they're doing with them. And then into Hell's Judgment, I love this card specifically because of Zoro. Zoro's inherently sounds good into this deck, and it's because they can rest your things that you do restand and then swing into them again and just clear your board, which is what you need to overcome these opponents. But for the whole turn, Dawn -1 for 2 Dawn, give it to your opponent's leaders or characters -3,000. So say you take the Zoro leader, give it -3,000. Take their Tashigi, their 7k Tashigi, reduce it by 3,000. Now you're just debuffing their entire board, and it's for the turn. So Zoro, even if they plan on using those restand events, just really gets punished. And that's why I have it. I'm running, I think, 1 or 2 in my blue-purple list, and it's done wonders against Zoro. Even though it's a fine matchup, it's still just so good. So yeah, that's the deck profile. And let's get into these games real quick. All right, first game of the night, we have Sabo. Red-black Sabo. That is a horrible hand. We are mulliganing. And they chose to go second. I mean, it could be worse. Not great. Not great. But could be worse. In the intro, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Zach, whoever City Games. Nate doing most of the other responding and things like that, and the gameplay at locals. I've had a few times I popped in there for some videos, and so is Caleb, our other buddy, but usually Nate. I'm trying to get more into the deck stuff because I like to bring other things around to locals. So yeah, would love to have this on turn 1. Dang. I think Sanji, just because it's a 7k and tougher to deal with, but we do need a ramp, so we have to do that. We will swing the 5. Leader ability, we're going to rest 3 Dawn and play out probably Dofi. He won't restand, which is unfortunate, but that's all right. Would have loved to get that limb down. Maybe next turn. Although we're going to 6, it's going to be Sanji into an L, which is going to feel really good. Sanji and L is going to feel really good. Garb Search, top 4. Cost 3 or more. Really good. Did it again. What are we trying to find? The Sabo. We got Hack. Not putting that down this turn. And Dragon. Good to know he has the Dragon. Koala. Another Search and Trash. Did you get Sabo in there yet? No, he didn't. And 5 on 5. His board does get wide fast, but honestly, I don't really have a card to counter with. So, yeah. Okay. Fine. There's the Sabo. With Stage, I believe. Yep. Got rid of his Sabo. That's what he wants to do. Next, I think we're gonna go with Hard Play Sanji. Restand 2 Dawn. So now we have 3 for leader ability. That's why he's so good. And then we will go 5 in a life. And that's where you see this deck's about to go wide really quick. 6 of life. He's fine taking down the 3. Maybe I don't swing there. Maybe with more Sabo testing, I'll figure out what the right play there is. But we'll gain Arrested Dawn, play out the NL, draw 3, trash 2. We got our Zoro, which we are going to 9 next turn, so we are going to love him. I don't think we need 2 Shanks, but it does a long game. I mean, trash a Sanji brick. Probably that brick. I might regret it. Then we'll end turn. Dofi restands because I had 2 rested characters. But yeah, I'm usually on the channel. I play blue-purple a lot. Resident yellow player. I've taken a Nell to like 4 or 5 regionals. Might do that eventually if anyone wants it. Deck profile on a Nell. Kind of just sticks around. Blue-purple has been my latest love. Balo Betty. I have some videos on the channel earlier with Balo Betty against Nate. I think we got to like 3 straight finals against each other from his point of view. And it was just comical. 8 into 6. We don't love it, but if we do protect it, which we cannot, let's think about it a little bit. Oh, yeah, no. Goodbye. But yeah, that's the whole turn. No complaints on my end. So, why is he not a 6k leader? Oh, because he didn't have a card to play. He should not have trashed out that Sabo. What was he thinking? I thought he had another. Oh, he's not a 6K lead. Beautiful. 5. There could be some warrant into going wider and not playing down the Zoro, but I think just smacking it down is so good. Intriguing. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. And turn. The good part is we have the Dofi established, so say he does absolutely crank into Zoro, we can block. Now, unless he can answer both, which would be quite unfortunate. I don't think Sabo has a way to do that. Dragon, maybe? Thinking. No, he can't get that high twice. And then Zoro's just about to have a field day. I mean, goodness. And I'm going to play this Shanks and just let the board go to town. And I'll probably still even leave up 2 for this judgment, because why not? He goes 7 at lead. It is going to be his only swing of the turn. Could block counter 2, except I don't have a 2K. Great. Don't look too much into that, buddy. Please. We got waxing fist counter, Matt. Yup. No dawn up though this turn, so let's punish. He is a 6K lead now, that's notable. But I mean, in what world is it not just that? We'll go 6 with Lim. And again, this is where the ability does come into play, because I have the Mihawk. I can play this Mihawk for 3, use 3 for Zoro, restand the Sanji, and swing like 8 twice. That feels so good. I think we're in a really commanding position at this point. We're really trying to bait this block. We really want to clear him out. But if we can eat cards in the process, you know, it is what it is. Go another 6 into 6, trying to bait more cards out of his hand for this block, hopefully, or when Zoro comes down. Let's see. Oh, no, he can only restand Odyssey, right? Misplay. Should have put more down on Dofi, but he did take. That's nice. We'll just go 8. Let's put him in a really uncomfy situation. I don't see a recovery from this, to be quite honest. But we'll see. He didn't leave Dawn up, which I think is a problem. Definite problem going into a Zoro turn. Yeah. So we'll leave 2 for the Hell's Judgment, just in case we don't get there. And then we're going to need 3 for Zoro, so we can go 12. We'll use it. 12 and a 6. And then we'll go 12 and a 6. And we got it. See, look at that. Maybe Lim's good. Maybe. Am I crazy? Or maybe he just should have left on up for the 3 waxing fist in the hand. I don't know. Good game either way. And we will be on to the next one. Appreciate it. So, game 2 right here. We have a game into Bonney. Just did some testing with Bonney. Obviously did not play a Lim. So that's intriguing. I'm intrigued how this one goes. Eating my life as a 4-life leader doesn't seem awesome. Don't love it. That's an aggressive deck too. So let's see who can out aggro. They can burn life in the process. I feel like this is a bad matchup. But like I said, we're both new to this. We're figuring this out as we go. So if we ever choose turn order, that'd be cool. We gotta choose one. Just take first, Bonney. Come on. Bonney, I believe, can't take first because they have that 9-drop Bonney that's really good with Rush. And you want to take Lim off first. You don't want that Zoro coming down and just wrecking havoc. No. This is fun. Sweet. All right. Sounds good. I'm going to cut that out. Just had a fat wait for that one. We are going to... Going second. Could be worse. Sure. Let's see. Let's play the game. Let's see how this goes. Don't roast me too bad. Like I said, first limb games since OP09, I think. So, right? OP09. Yeah, OP09 limb. So, I'm intrigued. This list is... It felt really good in that Sabo game. So, let's see if we can keep carrying it through. They go with the lowest surge, give the Dawn for no reason. I do the same thing for funsies. 2 Dawn, we don't have the limb. Maybe that was the reason to mulligan. No, we just want the limb. But we'll end. We'll pass her off. Let's see what we got. Yeah, their ideal play here is probably either Onami or 3-drop Lilith. I hope they don't play Onami. 3 Bonney. I mean, that's still a 7 at face. What? So I just got to counter 1 and he doesn't get the draw. I don't think the draw is worth that. Mihawk won't be needed until late game, so we'll get rid of Mihawk. That's fine. I don't really want him to get the card cycle up Bonney. It's the when you deal damage, draw 2, discard 1. I don't want to give him the value. 4 Dawn, we're just going to be playing one thing. We do want to ramp, because that'd put us at 7 next turn. Sanji, it's not that important, but we just inherently want to ramp. So let's go 6. We might not be able to defend this Dofi we drop down. That lamb on turn 1, man. Maybe I should have mulliganed. Takes. What are we going to get? I'm glad I countered, because that's like a Kiku again. That's another reason you want to swing early, because you want all 5 of your triggers to be online. We'll go Dofi and you know what? 2 or more rested. Okay. Couldn't have played the ace the rest of the Bonney. And we're looking at Bonney here. Nami. Annoying. Ew. So probably gonna get KO the Dofi 5-6. But that time we don't give the Dawn? Sure. We'll get the 2K. That's fine. Robin like next turn would be just so unfortunate. Mihawk's so not good right now. I could Sanji into this, rest this, swing into it, rip a couple cards. I think that's like our best play. So let's deploy that. Do that. Let's do that. Play the ace. We have 2 rested characters now, so ace is online. We'll rest that, and we'll go 6 into 4 and try and get 2 cards out of his hand. I think that's our only real option there. We do get to go to Zoro next turn. We had 8. Yeah, we could even go into Shanks, depending on what his board looks like. It's just scary against Bonney because it's so aggressive. You don't really have the time to wait another turn for Zoro. We'll see. It kind of depends on if we get Robin here. Yeah. What are we going to do? We're going to pick the Sanji. Sanji will not be able to attack. Dang you, Boa. I did not run this card in my build. I did not like the neg 1 out of hand as Bonney. I feel like cards are just hard to come by. Call me crazy. I don't know. Because of this, though, maybe I have to play his tempo is getting good. Because I can't go to 3 in hand to protect this ace. He does have the Nami. Crap. He's going 7 either way. Say he goes into Bonney next turn, takes me there, 10k. He can avoid the Zoro and just take me to 0. With that hand, that Zoro could clear a whole board. It's intriguing. We need the cards to defend a Zoro. That's the issue. So when we play the Zoro down, we need to be able to defend. Yeah, I still think it's just the Zoro that does. Maybe we threaten a DMG because difference between 5 and 6. How many 2Ks? None. He probably has 2Ks. A lot of them. So I think we just go. Do want to clear the Nami. We need to get the Zoro down though. No, we'll bait the DMG. If we leave the 1 up, say we get a. Oh, he lets it go. Yes, thank you. And we'll play Zoro and end. If he absolutely cranks this, what do I have? 8K, 7K counter. I think it is 16. I think the right play is. Yep, always the Bonney. I think it's like swing 5, swing 7. We get DMG. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I knew that was there, obviously. That's why we left the Dawn up, right? And that's a skill diff. Love that. All right, so what do we got? We're going to take a 7 and a 7. And a 10. Wonderful. No blocker. I want to stay healthy here. 2, 1. Then we'll DMG out of this one. And worst case, we 2K, hopefully pivots board. No blocker, DMG, boom. Go to 8. If he goes 10 at life, we do have to go to 0. But that's like, they're trying to eat my life anyways. So it's like, takes value away from like some of their other cards in the deck. See, he's debating it. He's like, exactly. And we do have the counter for that. If he's going to chain Bonnies, I think that's actually the right play. Or leave it standing so now Zoro can't kill it. That's the problem now, which is 100% the play. Because we'll just go Shanks, activate all 10. And then we got the Judgment. I didn't even look down. We got the Judgment. That'll be good, depending on how this turn plays out. I think we go like... Triggers are so annoying, though. Probably only swing Zoro twice, so he stays upright to go for game the next turn. We'll go 9 into Boa. We only have to leave 1 up, though, because Sanji's going to restand another one. Unless he gets like a Onami trigger. That would be super unfortunate. I don't think you save this Boa. You can, though. Not going to argue with you. It's going to die either way from Zoro, but I'll take it. Is there a worldwide leader ability to limb out to have an extra body for game next turn? Maybe. Maybe. I'm fine with that. That's a buff that I think you should have kept. That Otama is so good. We can go. So we need to leave 3 for Zoro, 1 for Hells, 3 for Zoro, 1 for Hells, 3 for Lim. We can put 1 Dawn on him and go. What would that be? 10, 10. That's not really good. I need to clear the Bonney. Nah, Lim's not going down. 3 for Zoro, 1 for Hells, restand another one. Yeah, that feels fine. It's guaranteed to kill here. Boom. Use card action. Boom. That one's eliminated. That's dead too. And as much as it sucks because I have health, I still think I have to swing at his life. Say he gets Kiku. He can go like 11, 10, 10, 11. Hells takes the 10 down to 8. Uso Hachi. I would need a 2K off the last life. I literally can't swing. Oh, that's so annoying. I should still be able to threaten game next turn. He has no cards in hand. We'll just end. Why does that not restand? Oh my god, it's not Straw Hat. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna get blamed for that. No, please don't abuse that. Oh, if he plays Bonney, I just lose. That feels so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And he left before I could even plead my case. I might include it just because we do get there. What do we have? Rest of 4 cost nothing. Brick. KO. Rest 4. 6 or less. If we sequence it right, yeah, there's no way we win the game. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, that's a blunder on my part. I could have just left when we're done. I didn't need to put 4 on Zoro. That was just greedy. Oh, man. Good game to him. On to the next. All right, game 3. Game 3 here. Let's go with first for sure. I'm going to take first from Zoro. Yeah, it's pretty good. No searching. No limb. That's really good. We have to keep. And end. Zoro into Shanks with 3 bodies. No 2Ks, though. Little concerning, but we took Zoro off curve. Man, that last Bonney game still hurts. That still hurts. All right. Drawled on. We're just going to leader ability and ramp here. I think it's just always Sabo. Might as well swing. Why not? Got a new event to rest my Dawn? No. And Sabo and turn. Now the problem here is if he really wants, if he has no good play, or even Karina, I don't have a 2K. It's just unfortunate. That limb on turn 1 is so important, but I can't throw away a Zoro. Yeah, enjoy. That 9 at life. Of course, buddy. Oh my goodness. We don't have the Sanji, so we are going to be playing this turn. We lost the Delphi. It's so annoying. Yeah, so we're going to be going with 4 Dawn. If I go... No, that's still 4 Dawn. So I think it's just 7 always. It's always 7. Let's deploy, and then... Dofi would restand. Forces it to Shigi at least. Maybe the cycle. I don't need the cycle though, because I have both them. We'll end turn, restand Dofi, restand Lim. Call it. It forces him to have the Tashigi, which it's Zoro. So can't wait to have the Tashigi experience. And we did get a 2K. We could protect the Dofi. We'll see what they rest. I think you always rest the Dofi, but oh, Karina. No Tashigi. That experience is fine. Yeah. And then we'll just take the 8 or 10 or whatever. He might play Koshiro. He goes heal research. Don't really have the bodies to deal with all these annoying characters. It's unfortunate. I'll probably just deal with these 2. If he counters, yay. Yeah. And now we have a little bit of counter. If he does want to crank into my Zoro when it comes in rested. Let's hope he doesn't, but he probably will. So we'll go 5 there. We'll go 6 there. So what's he going to be going to? 6. He'll be going to 8. He'll be going to 13 twice into my Zoro. That's so annoying. It still just delays him for a turn for me to get the Shanks down. It's both. It's his whole turn. We do have the Dofi blocker. Actually, shoot. We would survive that because I would just go, if he goes 13 into this, I'll just 2-2-1 it with probably a Nell and then in the 2-2 and then block the second one. Right? Yeah. Then we'll drop down Shanks, and then we'll just go boom, 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 and then he'll be forced to win. So. And we do have a DMG. Hell's Judgment wouldn't hurt. Hell's Judgment would not hurt here on the life or draw, probably. Oh, great. The new build, it's so good. Like, this law is so busted. Turn a character to your hand, you just grab a Perona, throw out a Cav for 4 Dawn, pretty much. You just play both them. That's so good. And then he can go 9/9 into my Zoro. Is that good? I mean, I'm gonna give him 1k both times if he really wants to go 9/9 into my Zoro. Yeah, I don't know if he knows he can go into my Zoro, but he can. Block 2/2s. Never. Maybe? That Cav is dying. That Cav is about as gone as they get. We're gonna deploy this. Activate all. And let's go. Do we want to eat more out of his hand, hopefully? I kind of like the eating hand thing. 8. I could play the Mihawk still and restand the Dofi again, too. Don't hate it. Let's go 8 into Cav to start and just see how he responds. He probably has hella restand events too, so I definitely gotta leave 1, maybe even 3. Oh, he countered that. So I can do this. That does work. It does work. So 3 Dawn, 4 Zoro. Just so he stays standing so he doesn't swing back into him. Feels good. I think just 9s, quite honestly. We'll start with like a 5. See if he blocks. Maybe he'll free block. I hope he free blocks. God, please free block. Use card action. 9. Yeah. And set as active. That's all we got in the tank, and we'll end turn. We do have 3 2Ks and DMG and a 1K. That's a lot of counter for 5 cards. Now, if he has the double restand event, we have the Dofi. He could DMG me thinking I have Hells, but I still have 1 Dawn. He's going 9 3 times in a 6. So if he's going 9 3 times in a 6, because he's left 6 up for 2 restand events. Do we just take? I don't want to rest either of my Dawn, so I think I leave the blocker. Hell's Judgment. No. Oh, a 2K though. Can we get out of this? Let's do our math here. 9 9 9. Oh my gosh, a restand event from Zoro. Oh my gosh, another 9. I would have never guessed, King. Would have never guessed. Problem is, if I block shit, he can swing again. Are we cooked? No. No, we're not cooked. Ooh, maybe we're cooked. We cooked by 1K. No, we'll block the law. Nice. No blocker, DMG, 2K. And then when he swings again for 9, we can go 2 2 1. And then we don't even have to block the law. And then we'll have another body to win the game. That feels good. No blocker, 2 2 1. You're out of Dawn. And now all I can swing is the law. And I just hope I don't have, and I'll just block it. That should be game. Holy crap. Maybe Lim is good. Maybe Lim. He does have a lot in hand, actually. Let's not get. Well, we have Zoro. And Shanks. Good game, Zoro. Let's see. What's our boy Danner combobulating here? Let's see. He has no way to restand shit, right? I'll just counter. Keep the Dofi. And there it is. Oh my goodness. There we go. We take down Zoro. That's a good game 3. We'll keep. Well, that's pretty good. We like it. All right, on to the next. All right. So game 4 here, we have a Imu. See, that's a question I still have to make, is do I take second from him? We got that. Oh, we do 2 of those. That'd be really cool. Going second, we have to mulligan. Gosh, man, that 1-drop limb is just so evasive. Like, my goodness. EV trained limb. Gosh. What do we got? We have 2 2Ks, 2 Mihawks, and now, yeah, a whole lot of nothing. He went with the intriguing. He went with the Holy Land Marijois, probably because he got stuck with first. He wants to. Nah, I'm confused. I am confused. He doesn't even feel his trash, I guess. But okay, swing 6. Because he's taking the aggro approach with the Holy Land, I think I'm going to counter this. Resting stuff's really good, though. Having these cards. Maybe we'll get 1-drop limb here. How good are we at the game? Do I take hoping to get the 1-drop limb? Questions. We do. No, you're not 1-drop limb. You're quite the opposite of 1-drop limb. My goodness. My goodness. I think we'll just. Gosh, this thing of Sabo is okay, I guess. 2 humoristic characters, and they'll. I mean, yeah. It's definitely 6. I don't think against this matchup you have to block with that Charlos, but I'm not going to complain. Alright. So we have 2 2Ks. Some good stuff for next turn. We're going to 7. Could be better, but we'll be able to put some pressure on with applying. There's a world we can play a Mihawk and go 2 swings with Sabo. But we'll see. The NL cycle might be good. I feel as if Zoro's really good in this matchup, so I think we want to get there. So he gets Saturn down for 3 due to his stage reducing cost by 1. And then worst case now he goes 7 into 6 on the Sabo. We actually like to see that. Because he could have played the thing to pop the Sabo. I always forget what they are. Is that Mars? I think it's Mars. Also a blocker. So we grab Jupiter off of what? Oh, Saturn. Dumb. We go 5. I think we need to stay a tiny bit healthy, so we don't need 2 Mihawks, do we? Or do we? I do want to find the Zoro. We only get to play 1 thing next turn, so do we want to go aggro? I like aggro. No, that's fine. That's fine. We'll draw again with Sabo. Oh, wait, you need 3 rested characters for Sabo. We really need the 1-drop limb, man. Come on, give it to me. Or even the 3-drop limb would be quite good. How good are we at the game? That's the question. 1-drop limb. Oh, God, not that. It's not what we wanted. Because we can't even down minus this turn because we're going to need to go to 10. We're going to ramp, though. We'll pressure a tiny bit. Let's think. He could restand. He could cycle. Are we committing to Shanks? Or I could rest the Saturn. Take some aggro off. We'll put the pedal to the metal. 7. This will be. Oh, 3 more rested characters. I forgot that. That's the big issue here. We're not gonna get to draw. Oh, it's so annoying. We'll just go 7, I guess. Maybe we'll go 7, 8, 8, I believe. Yeah, we'll be able to go 7, 8, 8. Could be worse. won't draw us, which is super unfortunate. But we will be able to take him to hopefully 2 life. Ramp, Mihawk, restand, go 8. He already used 2 of those 3K events. He might use a 4K event here. I mean, I'm fine eating those counter events early. That's 3 of his 6. And we'll end. We have 5K counter. He has the KO guy. I think it's swing heavy, but he played the other stage, so that KO guy would still cause 5. Would go like 6/6 or 5 at life 7 into one of them. Both don't seem great. I don't think he's clearing both bodies. And we're going to go into Shanks. And then, quite frank, we're probably going to go into another Shanks. This seems like it might be a tiny bit slower, but he's going to ramp up too fast for me. That's 6. Oh, but it bumps. Yep. Sorry about the jiggling ice. It's kind of loud. So we got Saturn. That's our searcher. Jupiter gives all the Celestials a plus 2k buff. Didn't have 3 rested for that. It's unfortunate. But without the little limb, it's kind of tough. 8 into 6, and then I'll probably go 5 into life. I think we need the bodies, so we will counter that. Do we take the life swing? He's only going to 9. No, we don't take the life swing. Intriguing. He must know how to play the matchup if he's playing this. Maybe he's trying to figure it out. Let's see. We need cards. Oh, perfect. Perfect. That is... gosh, man. Can I get anything I want earlier? I mean, jeez. Ow, wheeze. Restify. We're going to clear him out of the world. Promise I can't rest him, but I can keep Hells up, which is really good. I'll play Limb off of this, try and get something with counter. And this will be a rested character, so it'll trigger Sabo's draw ability. That's nice. So we'll go 7 with Mihawk there. He's going to let that go every day of the week. He's just happy I'm not swinging at his life, which genuinely I probably should be, but it's going to be a low game or slow game. Let's see. Can't play cards. Counters? What? Do I swing 7 at it again? Try and rip into like nothing? Because I can still swing at the limb. Sure. Draw. Hells. A second Hells? That could be so annoying. I might not even need both, but I might keep it up for both. Because like here I go 7, play 3 for the limb. I wouldn't be able to do it. I think I need to go 7 here though. I think I need a pressure. Get down to at least 2. So we'll do that. I only swing 7 instead of 8 because I just honestly want him to counter. Or I could get the 1-drop limb here. Off this limb. Could she grab that? Other than limb. Never mind. Gain arrested Dawn. Play out the limb. 2k probably. There you are. Thanks. That could be kind of good next turn for immense pressure, dude. Play the other Shanks and just go. If he clears a body. I have Hells. Do I really need the 2k? Oh, wait a minute. It's definitely that. So, we'll end. If he goes to... Because he played that stage... If he plays the 5 Elders, he needs that extra Dawn to do it. He needs all 10 Dawns. So if I play this Nami off leader ability after playing the Shanks, I can freeze one of the Dawn and he would not be able to 5 Elders. And I think that could be game winning. Lemry stands herself. I guess that's something. Let's see what he cooks up here. I think playing that stage is a mistake. I still don't think you can afford to play that stage. So we got 2 2Ks, 2 Hell's Judgment. Hell's Judgment, I think, is about to do wonders. Yeah, he literally won't get a swing off. I think he's going to go, what, 6-7? He's going to play the 2 blockers. He might not even be playing for the Elders at this point, but we're still going to have to throw that Nami down off leader ability next turn to prevent it. Because he's definitely playing for it. Every Emu plays for it. 8-6, perfection. So we'll go no blocker, Hell's Judgment, Return of Dawn, reduce him to 5, reduce him to there. And there you go. He can't even swing. He can go 5 in a life, I guess. But he has to leave Dawn. So that's his whole turn. Hell's Judgment's so good. It's good into Zoro, it's good into this. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. Probably because we didn't have this broken Shanks to just create massive plays. I still kind of want to like clear his board because I know he's not playing the Elders. So like I don't want him to stack his board. So I think we're gonna go like 7 into 5 and just try and like chisel out his hand and things. Because I think we're gonna win the late game by establishing another Shanks. Oh my god, I attached a Dawn first. What am I doing? Oh shit. Oh shoot. Not good. Not good. I can still play the Nami and freeze off his Elders. That's fine, I guess. But man, was that a misplay. Cleared his board, and he's not able to play the Elders. He's gonna be so unfortunately happy. Yeah, we're just gonna play this. Ha. Oh, that's so unfortunate for him. That might just be a quit. We will leave 2 for Hells and just go 7-12. Sure. You know, really, actually not the worst of what could have just occurred. It's just over. Yeah, it's just over. That feels so good. Okay, Lim actually might be a problem. Lim might be good. Might have to take this to locals and get some gameplay. No life, no board Emu. What we got? And a frozen Dawn, so he can't even play the Elders. Hopefully they read it and realize it takes an extra Dawn after you play it for 9 Dawn. The realization might set in. I'm sorry, Lost Lifts. I'm sorry. That Nami's so good. Oh my goodness. What do we have counter-wise? We have 3K and then the Judgment. I mean, even double Nostro, which Nostro's a 6 cost, I believe. I don't even think we'll get him there. Right? Nostro's he does leader ability, trashes out Mars. I don't think, is there even a Nostro in here? Nope. 1, 2, 3. Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. He's probably going to trash the Rusher for the leader ability and then play all 5. Yep, Blocker City. Blocker. We got another Mercury and 2 Dawn up. Swing 5. Back. Okay. Okay. Luckily I can rest the Rebecca for 3 Dawn, and I think I can just win, but I don't know if it's even the right play. Oh, wait, I forgot. Because it's a 3 from hand, you can play that off Rebecca. Okay. How do I want to approach this? There we go. There we go. Yeah, he did have the Nostro in hand to discard with the 5 Elders, and then he planned on getting a couple blockers down, and I still don't think that's enough, though, because my board was so wide. He would have been able to kill someone with Mars, rush into someone with Nostro, but I would have Judgment. I think I would have only lost 1 body, and he would have had 2 blockers, no Dawn up. So I know his max counter's 12. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think you play this stage. But either way, thanks for watching. So after 4 games with Lim, I would say I am impressed with this deck. This deck performed way better than I anticipated. Going Zoro into Shanks just is insane. And then the Sanji helping you in the mid game with all your other good Odyssey characters just feels really good. I think the rest of the meta, I think you're favored into a few of them and good into the rest. I don't see like a glaring outlier of where you struggle. So, at least in terms of that triangle that we went over at the beginning. So, I would feel confident bringing this pretty much anywhere to locals, or maybe even a big tournament if you want to get crazy. So, yeah, I can speak highly on this one. Again, we appreciate you for watching. We're going to try and do a little bit different stuff with the videos. I've been doing these deck profiles. We'll still keep the gameplay coming every day, but we'll add some other stuff on top of that just to help you out in other aspects of the game. Because I know sometimes you ask for deck lists, and we don't always have them because that's our opponents at locals. The only time we can actually get them is when it's Nate and I playing or Caleb and I playing, and we can get them to you. But again, we appreciate your time, and yeah, good luck with Lim if you take it out. Good luck to everyone. Have a good one.